Welcome everyone, I'm the Depressed Eeyore, and this is Final Fantasy Tactics. I'm going to go ahead and start with new game, but I'm going to go ahead and do an explanation during the intro. Because even if I scroll here, it will eventually switch over to the cutscene. So let's just press the right button, there we go. Alright, now let's do some explaining. This shouldn't scroll until I press a button, so anyway. Like I said, this is Final Fantasy Tactics. This is with the 1.3.6 patch or something like that, and it's the content patch. The difference between the content patch and the normal patch is the content patch is easier. So first I'll have to explain what the 1.36 patch is. The 1.36 patch is a hack that makes the game, helps balance the game as well as make it more difficult. What it does is it changes a lot of the classes around, changes the way a lot of the weapons work, or some of the weapons work, adds some new monsters, adds a new dungeon, adds a sort of some arena battlegrounds, adds a Dark Knight character that you can get access to, and a lot of other things, changes the skills and so forth. Overall, it's a very good balance patch. But the only problem is the original patch made it so the quest battles actually level up with you, which is usually not an issue, except for the fact that not only do they match your level, their gear matches their level as well. So I quickly found myself doing the like the third battle in the game against things that had crystal mail, which is not impossible, but it certainly took a while, and it was a little bit more frustrating than I cared to deal with. So they recognized this and they made the content patch, which is essentially the same patch, but these quest battles do not level with you. So if you overlevel, you'll end up just easily stomping through most of the quest battles. It'll still be difficult in a way, and a lot of the characters will still have the adjusted stats, as well as the new classes, which can cause their own issues. The balance patch also balanced monsters, making them a whole lot stronger now. So while it's going to be easier to do maybe quest battles with the content patch, the random encounters are still leveled with you, so that can cause some issues. But so there you go. I also would like to apologize. I tried to make this widescreen, but I can make it widescreen, but it just stretches everything. And the text in this game is kind of weird. Like the font is it's fuzzy by itself, and it just becomes even worse when you try to make it widescreen. So this is going to be in full screen, so you're going to have the black bars to the left and right. Also, this first video is going to be kind of some preparation, just to get you guys to voting for a few things I'm going to be doing throughout the game. I will include a link listing all the new classes, or not the new classes, but the list of all the classes and their changes. At least the ones for the main characters and the normal character classes. I won't worry about showing things like the Holy Knight stuff. If you guys really want me to use a certain character, like Agrias or whatever, you can vote for that, but I'll explain that later. Anyway, so this is the 1.36 patch, content patch for Final Fantasy Tactics. This is also on an emulator, and before anyone cries foul, I do own a PS2. I own 2 PS2s, and I also own Final Fantasy Tactics. So there you go. So quit your whining. Anyway, let's go ahead and get this started. Let's do the intro. Oh, there is two other things I didn't mention. There are some graphical glitches with this due to the emulator. It's going to glitch the map, and it might glitch some of the narration, the cutscene narration type things. Kind of similar to what you may have seen on Brigadine. It's not too serious, and honestly, most of you guys are here just to see the tactical combat, so I'm not going to be too concerned about it. But I just wanted to warn you guys so you guys don't freak out. Anyway, I am Alazlem, a scholar of ancient Avalis history. Have you ever heard of the Lion War? It divided Avalis into over who would be successor to the throne. It ended with the appearance of a young hero named Delita, or Jerk. Everybody living here knows this hero's tale. But we also know that what we see with our eyes alone isn't necessarily the truth. I apologize for talking so slow. It's actually this text scroll's a little too slow. Here's a young man. He is the youngest son of the noble Belov... is it Belov? I'll say that. The Pillars of Knighthood. There's no record of his playing an active part in history, but he wears very tight pants. According to the Dore report released last year, concealed for many years by Church, this unknown man is the true hero. The Church claims he was a blasphemer, an anarchist, the root of all evil. But is this the truth? Won't you join me on a journey for the truth? Before that, please tell me your name. Name and birthday. There we go. And put a name up to 14 letters. Now, it asks for my name, but it actually is asking for the main character's name. So we're just going to leave it as Ramza. So, yes, that's fine. And my birthday, for those who want to know, is January 14th. For those who don't know, it just affects the, it affects like the sigil or whatever, which, for those who are not familiar with the game, kind of affects how you do more. It affects it, if you have sigils that match or something, you'll do less damage, and if they're opposing, you do more damage. It's some weird, it's considered like element type stuff. Overall, the story for this game, it's okay. The church stuff is kind of neat, but overall it's kind of, it's like, everyone's just a jerk, and it's one of those situations where everyone's a jerk and there's nothing you can do about it. Really, most people just like playing it for the tactical combat. A lot of people like these sorts of grid-based, turn-based things, and unfortunately, they're not, well, I won't say they're not as common, it's just a lot of them are dumbed down nowadays. Woo, title screen. I will let the cutscene cut through. I mean, it's really the only cutscene you want to get for a while. And I will try to do the extra stuff that's included in the content patch. I never really got far enough to do any of them. I've gotten maybe halfway through the game with this patch, just goofing around, seeing what you can do. A funny thing about this, patch though, the harder patch that is, there's like a beginning battle that's technically in current time that you're not supposed to be able to lose. Like like some people have done challenges in the original game to actually try to lose the battle, and now with the patch though, it's actually very easy to lose the battle. But I'll explain that as we go along. Most of you guys are probably familiar with this game because you guys asked for it specifically. But I will try to explain things as I go, assuming some of my audience are not familiar with this game. This is PS1 era stuff we're talking here. Heck, PS1 era might make me look like an old man. When I originally got my PlayStation 1, it came with like a little demo disc, and it had Final Fantasy Tactics demo on it, but the demo is nothing but just this cutscene here. Well, with some gameplay mixed into the cutscene, like showing off some various summons and all that fun stuff. Alright, we're probably going to have a little bit of glitching here with the text, but I'll try to read it as best as possible. So just, if you can't read it, just, I guess, listen to my horrible, horrible voice. Orborn Monastery. God, please help us. sinful children of Ivolus. I'm gonna keep pronouncing that a different way. Oh, cool, the text wasn't glitched. Princess of Vilia, let's go. Just a moment, Agrius. The guards have already arrived. Princess, don't give Agrius trouble. Please hurry. What's going on? It's been nearly an hour. Don't be rude to the princess, Gafgarion. Is this going to be alright, Agrius? This is an urgent issue for us. So there are rude knaves even among the Hakuten? I'm being more than kind to the guard captains here. Besides, we're mercenaries hired by the Hakuten. I'm not obliged to show respect to you. What? How dare you? Enough. Let's go. Go with God. You too, Simon. Lady Agrius, the enemy. Prince Goltana's men. What one must do to make money. What, Ramza? You have a problem too? I'm no longer a knight, just a mercenary like you. That's right. Well then, let's go. Oh god. Okay. As I mentioned, this is the sort of freebie battle that doesn't really apply to anything. But with this patch, it's possible to lose, so you gotta be careful, especially that guy in the red cape. Watch out for him. The crest of the Black Lion. What's wrong with Prince Goltana? He's such an idiot. Does he want to start a war? Knave, there's no point in resisting. Just give us the princess, or that beautiful face of yours will be scarred forever. Fool, only idiots attack head-on. Getting a little bit of frame rate, sorry guys. Leave this to us. We can't make money that way. Rad, Ramza, follow me. Now everyone walks in place. Defeat all enemies. Ready? Let's do this. Kill them all, don't leave any survivors. Nonsense, there's no need to kill them. That's just what Goltana wants us to do. Just let them go. That's impossible. Whoa, frame rate. Give me one moment. There we go. Master of all swords, cut energy, knight sword. Now, Gafgarion is a dark knight, so he has these various draining attacks. But notice that his MP drops. Now, for people who are familiar with the game, know how overpowered Holy and Dark Knights were. They would have special abilities that they can use infinite amount of times. There is no penalty. As long as they hit a sword, a knight sword, they can do it. And they would just use these special abilities that could always hit 100% of the time, as many times as they want. And with this patch, that's not the case anymore. These attacks can miss, and these and all these sword techniques cost MP now. So, if we pull up him right now, ignore the little weird glitches here. That's something to do with the patch. Anyway, as you can see, Knight Sword costs 12 MP, as opposed to 0 MP. Now he does have a draining attack that drains MP that costs 0, but that makes sense. Now this guy is annoying because he has move HP up, which means every time he moves... Can I show it? Yes, I can. Yeah, it's over here. Move HP up. Cover HP every time he moves. He also can counterattack, which means every time you attack him, he will counter. He also has defense up, which means anytime you hit him with a physical attack, he takes less damage. And then he has a parrying sword, which is, I believe, a new weapon that was included in the patch. A parrying sword special ability is the fact if you have if you have like I think it's called like weapon defense or weapon block, which is a knight ability, though I think it's now a squire ability. you can use the evasion of your weapon, and in this case it would be 40%, and then it will add that to the shield's evasion. So it can be really hard to hit these guys if they use their parrying sword. But there you go. That's just some stuff, some information for you. For right now, we're just going to be playing as Ramza. That's the only person we can control right now. And we have, oh, here it is, Weapon Guard. Weapon Guard allows me to parry with the sword. And we also have a bunch of abilities. We throw stone, yell, excuse me, and heal and all that stuff. So, so it's guts. Yeah, a neat thing about squires is they actually have some decent support abilities. Like, they can remove status effects now. They also know Yell, which can buff another character with haste. And then you get Cheer Up, which can give a person regen, which is what that one guy did after he got hit with that attack. So what we're going to do is, I'm just going to do some support stuff right now. I'm going to do Cheer Up on her. Oh wait, no, not Cheer Up. We want to do Yell. 100% chance. Now, some of these buffs can miss, though, so you gotta be careful about that. Stasis Sword. At least she's a little bit smarter. Usually she'll just start using black magic for no reason. Okay, at least someone... Now, I think that a buff I'm trying to cast, which I didn't realize had a cast time, because I'm not smart, meant that since Agrius moved, I'm no longer buffing Agrius, I'm now buffing that one person that moved into that hex. Or square, rather. Oh, also the Knight knows item, which means he can use items, and he knows high potion, and NPCs have infinite amount of items. So needless to say, this could be a long fight, especially when I just got hit for 45 damage. Wow, this buff takes forever. Push down. It's just a ranged attack you can use. Oh, actually it does work. Good, it worked on Agrius. Which now means she moves, her turn comes a lot sooner now, which is very useful. Okay. You missed. Oh no, you didn't. Sounded like, I heard that whiff that usually comes with, missing. Sorry, I'm forgetting my words. Also, you notice that Gafgarian got a job level. There's experience levels and job levels in this game, which affect how you, what skills you can get as well as what classes. Also, the problem is we have this guy who can resurrect with Phoenix Down, so we need to take him out. Luckily, some of our guys know High Potion as well. This fight's actually rather difficult for a standard fight. So I'm just going to move over here. And we're going to attack. We can either attack him for 42 or him for 42. We're going to attack him for 42. Amazingly enough, his caution didn't proc. There we go. Now we killed him. Now he's going to resurrect him. Yeah, the AI is a lot smarter in this patch. A lot of times they will cycle resurrections, and you'll end up having to do the same thing. You're just gonna, so it's very, very slow going. You generally will have to camp bodies until they despawn, but in this battle you can't camp bodies because they don't despawn. So it's not enough damage. And that haste spell didn't last long at all. So you're down. Oh, nice. Drained MP. They're a lot smarter. I've never seen this group actually be this smart before. It used to be like really bad. Like I had a lot of trouble getting this group to like stay alive. Of course, we're now hitting that point. Archers are a lot better in this game. Anyone who's played the original remembered how useless the archer skills were, because it was just charge. But now archers have different special shots now. But it seems these ones don't know any. Alright, I can attack the knight, but he has a lot of HP. So what I'm going to do instead is just go over here and start weakening these guys some more. Wow. Yeah, this guy is annoying. I mean, look, he just recovered all his health just from stepping. This is not a fun fight. It used to be just a blow-off fight. So this is going to be one long video. Nice, a crit. Ouch. Alright, they're holding their own right now, so I'm gonna go after that one, Oh, nice, a stasis sword. Oh, and with a stop effect on both of them. Perfect. That's what we needed. Yeah, the reason this fight is usually a lot harder is Agrias usually doesn't use her stasis sword. She uses black magic instead, like I mentioned before. And that causes issues. So, we're just gonna have to whittle this guy down. X potion, wow. The only problem is we have him stopped between two enemies, so we can only attack two at a time, pretty much. Magic Ruin. Magic Ruin is a knight skill that's been added by the patch. It does magic damage, which is pretty intense. Okay, I'm gonna pull away. And go ahead and use guts. Oh, okay, this thing doesn't cost MP. It just takes turns. Kefgaria goes next. Okay, that's fine. I'll give you haste. Wave Fist. That's a monk ability. Attacking him from a distance is actually a good idea, because then he can't counter. Knight sword. The problem is he also is able to use items, which means we kind of have to just stack hits on him. Okay. He's gonna resurrect someone? Yes, he is. So yeah, this battle, Final Fantasy Tactics, like the original game, had some tactics in it, but with enough leveling and just overpowered classes, you can generally just steamroll a lot of things. You can't really do it now with this patch, at least from what I've seen. Very good. do another stasis sword. Life is short, bury, stasis sword. Actually, that said status sword. Fortunately, it missed it missed the knight. Yep, that's a counterattack. And apparently I don't know dash. Missed. Meanwhile, back over here. Why did you turn away? Whatever. Are you rezzing? Okay. Yeah, haste doesn't last long at all. Knight sword. Ooh, nice jump. Now the problem is he's going to use High Potion very soon, and that's going to kind of screw us over. Nope, he's just going to raise dead. Awesome. Really? I was really hoping I didn't have to chase him down. It looks like I might have to. Should soften you up a bit more. One hit point left. One freaking hit point. He's gonna freaking use High Potion. Okay, can you please stop healing so you can just kill that archer? Oh, you're out of MP. Now stay down. I believe we can get around to that through the other side, so make do with what we can. Alright, finally, he's dead. No, I can't get to it. I can't get to it that side. I don't have enough jump. God, this is such a dick move. Come on, AI. Just jump across so we can kill you. Oh, thanks for the heal. Actually, I don't think he can jump across. Six damage. Almost killed him. Come on, you have a thrust down. There we go. Battle over. Let go of me. Damn. Come here, be quiet. Why should I listen to you? What an annoying princess. Wait! Tough. Don't blame us. Blame yourself or God. Oh, God. Delita? You're alive, Delita? But why are you in Goltana's troop? Why? Ah, here it is. Messed up. This is where it glitches. Delita's name appears for the first time a year before the Lion War broke out. This scrolls so slowly. Many soldiers who returned from the war had no jobs, little money. Why is it scrolling so slow? It's not my frame rate, that's for sure. And even less loyalty to the crown. Many became thieves and rebels, plotting rebellion against the royal family. So yeah, just listen to me as I read it, because it's glitched. At that time, robbery and murder were commonplace in Atlas. Many heroes and wizards came out of there, and Geralyn was no exception either. God, this so scroll so slow. Chapter 1, The Meager. So this is a little flashback before that event that we just saw earlier. Military Academy's auditorium. I heard another wagon bound for Egros was attacked. Must have been the Death Corps. Or Corps, rather. Something's starting. Know anything, Delita? No, but I can guess. What do you mean? Princess Larg's coming to town. Prince Larg? Why? Not only Larg, but Marquis Elmdor of Limberry, too. That's news. It's not an official visit, is it? There are danger zones everywhere in Avalis. The Hakutun Knights are in full operation, but suffering from a shortage of men, so they need us cadets. Everyone, fall in. You have a mission. As you know, barbarians are rapidly increasing here in Galleon. The traitorous Death Corps detest the royal family. We cannot overlook them. We will begin exterminating these traitors by order of our master. Lorg's knights stationed at Egros Castle and many other groups will participate. Your duty is to support the flank. Specifically, you'll go to Egros and help guard it. Ellipses. Cadets, ready your swords. A gang of tortured thieves is starting to sneak into this town. We'll begin preparations now to keep them out of the town. Come with me. This is the front line of operations. That's all. Prepare immediately. Save. God, yes. We'll use slot 1. And I have a bunch of these slots here. Let's just overwrite. Actually, just overwrite this one. I don't care. Saving. Ramza. Alright. Let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and cut this off here. And we'll quickly do another part. And yeah. So I'm the Depressed Eeyore, and this was Final Fantasy Tactics. Be right back.